All right, everybody, welcome back to Speed Doxathon 2024. I am here with CJ. It's all good, bringing you some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe action. Say hi to everybody, CJ.
Hello, everyone. CJ has come back to SDAT. I'm doing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. How is everybody here doing? Joining me today, we have CC working behind the scenes to bring you this wonderful run. We have it's him. We have Dayman, and returning to reunite 92.9 the blend. My commentator, my co-host with the most. I was gonna say my co-host with the most, but then I was like, commentator? No, my co-host with the most. It's Quo.
Guys, I hope you're ready.
I hope I'm ready.
I hope you're ready too.
Am I ready? I don't know about that.
Okay, I could be watching your stream instead of the stream.
Yeah, you could. It'd be more fun. It'd be on time. All right, so listen. We have two incentives. The first one is we are have Baby Park Madness, which will be Baby Park with all the items on, blue shells only, whatever. We'll do some crazy stuff at the end of the run. That is our bonus little incentive thing. That'll be about 10 minutes we're going to do for that. But we also have $5. If you donate $5, I did tell her it was okay.
I saw. Don't worry, it'll happen, but Jesus Christ.
I know. Hey, listen, Nietzsche, am I right? Anyway, so $5 at any point during this run, if you select the reward, you can have a Pokemon card from my collection. So, and I will sign it. I'll show you the example I already did for Kit. So it'll look something like this. I don't know how that looks on stream. I'm trying to pull up my OBS window, but I can't find my mouse. There it is. This is Eevee. This is Eevee from Neo Discovery. And I just wrote on the sleeve. I can't bring myself to deface a Pokemon card, so I wrote on the sleeve. Anyways, so some examples of cards you could have. I have, like, every Pokemon. You don't have to worry about, like, just ask if you have a specific Pokemon you'd like, ask if you'd have, like, if you'd like a cool Pokemon or a tough Pokemon. Just some examples. Here's Squirtle from base set 2. We have Brock's Sandshrew, which I think is a pretty cool card. We have Blaine's Growlithe as an example. And we have the favorite, the mascot, Pikachu. So, any Pokemon, basically from any generation, if you would like one card, I will put it in a sleeve, write on the sleeve, put it in a top loader, wrap the top loader in cardboard, and mail it to you. Now, can I have your first edition Holo Charizard? No. But if you are very generous with your donation, you may get a holo card, or you may get a reverse holo card. So, if you're very, very generous towards Save the Children, I promise to be very, very generous towards you. But all these cards are in pretty good shape. Also, I think people like Suicune. Here's Suicune. This is a shiny Suicune. And because Potato is weird sometimes, here's Mr. Rhyme. Sorry, Galarian Mr. Rhyme. So, any of those cards you would like, if you just name the Pokemon you would like, or what kind of card you would like in the comment, I will get that out to you. Probably fulfilled a couple weeks after SDAT, just to make sure that we get everybody's address. You know, last thing I'm going to say, I can't send this to you unless you give me your address. So, if you don't want to give me your address, I can't give you the card. Okay? Okay. Alright, so today we're doing all 48 tracks, DLC tracks. So I'm going to get started navigating into that because I'm not set up. I believe Dark Blue won the poll.
That is correct.
All right.
Dark Blue won the poll.
Dark Blue won the poll. We're going to use the Teddy Buggy with the Azure Rollers and the Paper Glider from Animal Crossing. 150 cc's, no teams, no items, hard comm, all vehicles, in order, 48 races. And then this is 48 tracks, and we hit R, and now we're at the DLC tracks. We're going to start with Paris Promenade, work our way up.
before you start, you can continue your spiel, but before you start.
And we're going to go all the way in to Wii's Rainbow Road. Hi, CC. How can I help you?
Can we potentially get game audio to come up a bit?
Yes. I just turned it up by about 6 decibels. How's that?
Let me listen to the stream.
Better?
There we go. There
All right,
now
we're
it is.
cooking. We're cooking with gas now. And yeah, so we're going to start with Paris, and we're going to end on Wii's Rainbow Road. I've only played some of these a couple times, but they just finished releasing, so honestly, if you've never played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, there's 96 tracks in this game. It's really crazy, it's really cool, and we're going to get started. Time is going to start when I hit A on OK. So I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and then go, and that's when time's going to start. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Have you ever finished an all DLC tracks run, or is this a guaranteed PB?
Damn.
Wow. Ouch.
The
Yes,
faith
I have done
zero.
this. I have done this
Okay.
before.
Hey, sometimes you submit things you haven't, and I was just curious if
Yeah.
this is, you know.
Quote, why don't you talk a little bit about the mechanics of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe speedrunning?
All right, so imagine you're a car, right? I think that's too meta. Okay. So, in essence, it's a kart racer. You're in a cart or a car, and there's a track. In this case, the track is a bit funky. We'll get to that later. One of the biggest mechanics of I'm going to assume that everyone knows what a kart racer is. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Go-kart.
Go-kart, exactly. So one of the bigger aspects of Mario Kart 8, or pretty much any Mario Kart in general after the SNES version, is the mini turbos. So you see CJ sort of snaking around left and right, and his tires are sparking either blue, orange, or purple. So that's just one way to, first of all, do a bit like smoother turns, and also you go faster. When you ever release a mini turbo, you go faster. So we're trying to maximize that. We're trying to get good lines. And we're trying to collect coins, because coins increase your max speed. And that's the big of it. There are no items, because
Why would we do that? Why would we do
Because
that?
it's funny. Because it's funny, and it's for the kids.
Stream value.
Stream value.
Listen, it would be added value to the stream. I'm not gonna lie.
We're ahead of schedule. We can take a few minutes of time loss.
No, that's a lot of time lost.
It's like 10 minutes.
That's for you. For you, it's 10 minutes. It's not 10 minutes for me.
Well, if you ever drop below first, you get like mushrooms and stuff. It would like even itself out.
Yeah, Julie. If we get to the Baby Park Madness, we will do Baby Park 200cc bombs only. So,
Great course.
yeah. So that's basically the crux of it. We're just playing the DLC tracks, and this is a little confusing because this game already is a remake of 8. But it sort of has taken on a life of its own. The DLC tracks we're talking about are not the DLC tracks that came out on the Wii U. They are the DLC tracks that came out with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which are the 48 tracks included in the Mario Kart Booster track bundle that came... What is it? Course Pack, yeah.
Boost, yeah.
This stage is really uneventful and kind of looks not good. Dayman, do you have any donations you'd like to read?
Not one I'd like to read, but one I will read.
Okay.
So a few minutes ago before we started, we got a donation from Shuli. Thank you, Shuli.
Yes.
And her comment is, God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him.
Oh, God.
How shall we confront ourselves, the murderers of our murderers? What has house and mightiest of all the world has yet owned and will do death under our knives? Who will wipe his blood off?
That's from Hamlet.
What
Yeah.
What woe is there to queen ourselves? Wow.
It is pronounced as closely to how that was spelled as possible.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Thank you, Dayman.
Anytime.
And she's, I believe, Shuli is going to take the Snorlax I just pulled out. Unfortunately, that was my only Snorlax, so the early bird gets the worm.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Second mouse gets the cheese.
That is a line from what's it called? Baldur's Gate.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know it's from something. I don't know where I heard it from, but that might be where it originated from.
Yeah.
If someone can donate with that information, that would help us all out, actually.
This is very true. Truly, I have several Snorlaxes. I only have one extra Snorlax. So, you are not taking my only Snorlax.
Well,
Man.
Hamlet became a ghost, I'm pretty sure. Or is that Hamlet's dad? It's been a while since I've read Hamlet.
The king definitely is a ghost, yeah.
Yeah, he is, because poison and deer and all that. Coming back to me. Alright, so now that we're out of the French tracks and the boring tracks, so if you have not picked up on it, a lot of these tracks are remakes. So the first one was from Mario Kart Tour, which is the mobile game, and then we just had 3DS version, which was the first track of the 3DS version, which is why it was so simple. This is Choco Mountain from the N64 version. And you'll see like a lot of tracks, some of them remain pretty faithful, and then some of them add like the Mario Kart 8 spice on top of them. So here's a glider ramp, for example, that we just passed. So that's one of the examples that you'll see. They might add glider ramps, they might add anti-gravity. They'll just add stuff.
Yeah.
And make it a bit more updated. But some, they do not update.
Some of them are very much in the spirit of the level, but not actual recreations. They're not like remakes of the level. I would say that for every, like half of them in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the DLC, about half of them are remakes that are faithful, and half of them are reimaginings.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Like, this is definitely a reimagining in the font of Choco Mountain.
Which makes sense because the engines are so wildly different.
Oh, 100%.
Like, there's like mechanically nothing in common between Mario Kart 64 and 18.
100%.
Yeah.
Very fair. Very fair. I will also add that part of it is also that, like, when you get into some of these, like, some of the track shapes are just not interesting. It doesn't even resemble the track shape of Choco Mountain. Like, was a total teardown job. Right?
Choco Mountain is, for if any of you haven't played it in a long time, is a lot of straightaways and a lot of very gentle curves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know all
And
you
then the rock section.
I know all you goofy ass kids fell off.
Yes.
A 150cc with no fence. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, the fence changes depending on the CC you're on.
Yes, it does. There's another N64 remake later on, which I kind of like, but is closer to a remake than a reimagining, even though it does put the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe flair on it. Originally I had done 96 tracks for this event, but just in the spirit of it is an exercise in vanity to give yourself a 4.5-hour block in one shot in your own marathon, and I just didn't want to do that. So, I mean, I talk about this with people that submit long runs all the time. When I take a 5-hour run, I'm turning down 5 other hours of people, right? Just in the spirit of making sure we got as many people onto the schedule as possible. Many different people onto the schedule as possible. We decided to just do DLC. And I think it was the right move. I think we got a lot of extra cool runs on the schedule today because of that. I don't know if
the
you
DLC tracks are like fresh and fun, and they definitely have gotten less airtime over the past, oh my god, 11 years.
10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, 2014.
The 8 came out and, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really, you want to talk about Nintendo beating a horse dead. This thing was dead and they brought it back. We thought this game was old when they made 8 Deluxe.
Yep, and then they said, what if we just made more of that game? And actually, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I think that this was, they struck a really good product up with this one, and then really just stretched it as far as it could go. And
Yeah.
they really haven't done that before. I can't think of any other Nintendo game that they've really just maintained updates for a decade. It's crazy.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
no way.
COVID had to have played a big part in it, right?
Oh, sure. I mean, there was other things like that. Like, they had planned on doing more updates for like Mario Maker 2. Like the Super Mario Brothers 2 mode was supposed to be a full other game mode, but COVID screwed them over, and so it just turned into a mushroom, so it was like half a game mode. and so, because when you, I don't know if you remember playing in Mario Maker 2, where there'd be like a drop-down menu that was like other game modes, and it was just 3D World. It's because that internally they were working on SMB2, but they ran out of time because of COVID, and so they just turned it into an item, which sucks, but that's how it goes.
And then they threw their hands in the air and said, "We're not fixing this."
So that's the first 4
Nope.
tracks. Damon, do we have any donations you want to read?
I will take a look.
This is Paris. Or no,
it's working
China.
really well. I need to fix this because it is no longer auto-updating. So, I'll work on that. In the meantime, check it out. We've got some donations. We have $10 from Jade Pasadena that says, "Can Tommy have Sandshrew? I'll take a tough guy."
You got it.
What
Guy.
what kind of tough guy cards you got over there?
I will tell you. I think Blaine. No, it would be Giovanni's Machoke.
Sock and throw.
Excellent.
That'd be a good one. And the Sandshrew, I think that the Blaine Sandshrew or Brock Sandshrew that I showed before the start of the stream would be a two great cards. I will send both of those out after the event. Thank you so much, Jade.
We've got $5 from Hammy that says, "I want the card that CJ thinks most represents me."
Okay, I can think of a thoughtful card.
Anything jumping out?
Well, Hammy, as we all know, is a doctor.
Or gaggle.
What'd you say?
What is it? Dragalge? That one?
Is that a doctor
Dragalge?
Pokemon?
It has DR in it.
Oh, okay. Give him Sharpedo. That'd be a really good one. I do have a Sharpedo card from the e-reader series, which is a cool card.
I frequently forget that the e-reader existed, even though I own one.
Yeah. The E-Series cards also look really dumb. Tinkaton has a hammer. Ooh, I like where we're going.
That's true.
Good call.
That is a good one. Chansey, I was so ketchup, I was originally going to say Chansey was going to be something that I said, but there is no Chansey base set card. There's no non-holo version of Chansey in the Wizards of the Coast era stuff. I do have a lot of 151, so I could just give him Chansey from 151. I have a lot of the original 151. I have a little bit of generations after 3. So I have a good amount of 3. I have a lot of 2. I have a little bit of. I have a lot of 9.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
So.
Well, that's a nice Tinkaton emote.
Yeah, that is a nice Tinkaton emote. Kit really likes Tinkaton.
Everyone loves
Done.
Tinkaton's
Yeah.
amazing.
Kit, I think, collects every. What's that? Sylveon card. And I think last year for Christmas I sent her one that she was missing. Yeah.
My favorite Tinkaton fact is that shiny Tinkaton is not any different. It's just it has a hammer made of a shiny Corviknight.
That's really funny.
That is my favorite.
When the hammer's shiny, but you not.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's okay. I killed a shiny bird. That's the closest you're gonna get.
You need to organize your Pokemon cards. You brought them to Lemon's. Nice. Yeah, they were just in a box when I saw them, and my heart hurt for you a little bit, but I also know that's where I started from, so. One thing I do want to mention, I know that I've shown off Mario Kart over the years at this event, and we were talking about the amount of updates this game got. This is not the same card combo that was originally optimal. In the time playing this game, we went through 2 iterations of kart comps before any updates that we thought were the most optimal. And then now they completely changed the meta with an update. So, really deep into the game's history, or really deep into the game's life cycle, rather, they changed the meta and made Yoshi very viable. And not only did they make Yoshi viable, they punished people for using the old combos by adding in a new stat, which is basically the invincibility stat, which determines how long before you can be affected by another item. So they wanted to devalue the current meta. So if you use Wario Wiggler or Waluigi Bitty Buggy, those combos have the lowest invincibility stats, which means that you can just get hit by items more frequently. They really wanted to change up the meta, and part of the reason they wanted to do that was because they just added a bunch of new characters, and they wanted those characters to not be immediately useless and be used. So, as part of adding all those characters, and I think they added at least 1 character to every weight class, as part of adding all those characters, they wanted to make sure that people actually use them. So, not only did they add in a stat, they changed up the whole thing. And I think that's interesting. Like, I can't think of a game, when we talked about it, it's been 10 years. You know? I'm not convinced that leaf actually saves any time, but it looks cool.
I don't think it does. I wasn't gonna say anything, but now that you've mentioned it, pretty sure it's slower.
Yeah, it looks cooler.
That's true.
When you get it.
You gotta show off the flare.
Yeah, the Ric Flair. Woo! Woo-hoo. All right.
We do have a $5 donation from Totally Shuli Not Gaffy with the Vaporeon copy pasta that I'm not reading, but I think that's his way of saying that he would like a Vaporeon card sent to him, because that is, I think, a wonderful contribution, and moves us ever closer to Baby Park Bonanza.
Unfortunately, it looks like my mom got the blue screen of death.
Oh, that's
no.
not good.
And I cannot help her for another 2 hours. She's gonna try getting on to watch the stream on her laptop. So, fun fact, I really hate Ninja Hideaway. There's a bunch of these really weird turns and bumps that I feel like you just get really weird speed off of. And I've never really mastered Ninja Hideaway.
Okay, but have you considered it has Ninja Shy Guys on it, and therefore it's the best?
It is very cool. It is very cool. This is one of those stages that in my PB, this stage still is really bad. Like, there's just no... What?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, this is just one of my... This is my white whale, so... I think I lost this race in my PB.
Oh, like second place.
Yeah.
What? How?
Not like lost.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I was gonna say, Dave, man, about the updates, was... They actually made the computers more difficult in their update. And, that is not a joke. They actually can win races now. I don't know that they made them
you're
better.
An expert speedrunner.
Well, yes, I am. Well, what were you going to say?
Hours in the game. I was going to say, so this is one of the original tracks to the DLC tracks. There are not a lot of original tracks, but this is one of them. We'll see a few later, and I'll point them out when they happen, but most of them are remakes or tour tracks. But this is original.
Yeah, and
there you go.
It is an original track. The original tracks look nice. Like, they look good, right? Some of them don't look good at all. But the ones that actually got made for this game look really great. I know that when they started coming out, it was a big thing that YouTubers were talking about, was just how much worse, like, some of the tracks looked compared to when the game originally came out.
Oh yeah.
It was the tour tracks. The tour tracks have some goofy textures.
Okay.
Okay.
Even that, like some of the other tracks, like a lot of the trees are just like super undetailed. I know Pokemon fans just love their trees.
Yes, true. It's very true.
We will not be seeing Ribbon Road, Julie. It's very sad.
Oh,
Ribbon Road is also not an oval. The ovals are Site Bike Arena, Baby Park, and Sky High Sunday, which we will be seeing.
We'll see that one. Fun fact, we just crossed $3,400. That's cool.
Woo!
At 3,692, that is a weird number. But that milestone is $49,000 raised for charity. Lifetime since ICA Aid. I'm gonna retire doing when I'm done doing this. My last event will be for Shuli to close the book. I don't know. Maybe we'll just send Shuli on vacation somewhere. I don't know. Take Shuli to Disneyland. Not Disney World, which would not be that much of an inconvenience. Disneyland, which would be a whole production.
We'll send her to the worst park that's farther away.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Buy me the fancy wheelchair. I tried, and Lemon said no. I just want to say, that's why I had to look into sending you a donkey.
Oh yeah. Did that ever come to anything?
No, I told Lemon about it during Phasmo, and he was really not thrilled or laughing. And so I decided to drop it.
No.
Yeah, everyone told me that I was unhinged for that, and basically, the short version is that I had, as a joke, said that we should get Shuli a powered wheelchair with like a basket and a bell, and like a scooter, a mobility scooter. And Lemon replied while he was streaming, "She doesn't need that." And that just makes me think that Shuli plays up her I was gonna say plagiarism. Paraplegism. Yeah, she really tones up that plagiarism, right? But I said, oh, well, what if we got her a wheelbarrow? And he shot that idea down. And then I said, well, what if we got her a donkey? This is one of my favorite stages in the DLC tracks, by the way. It's an SNES remake. But he didn't acknowledge that, so I was like, well, he didn't say no. Then I looked at getting a donkey. And I got pretty far into it. I looked at the local laws and ordinances. I looked into getting permits. I found a mobile petting zoo that would bring the donkey as well as other barnyard animals to her.
Like for a test drive?
No,
I think they probably would not agree to that.
No, I couldn't get it to a situation where, like, so the place where they live, and I won't say any more than that, does not allow for residential ownership of certain animals. Donkeys are one of them, but there is a carve out, by the way, if you're a learning farm. Or so.
That sounds like way too many permits.
Yeah, that is way too many permits. So, but there is also another exception, Dayman, which is you can have the animal if, this is a big if, it is only on the property for less than 4 hours in relation to a birthday or similar engaged event.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, so, like, you can rent a petting zoo. But the problem is you couldn't just rent the donkey, right? So the first petting zoo that I found that would drive out there, they had a donkey. They also you had to get the pony and the donkey together. They wouldn't split them up. Because the donkey protects the pony.
Oh.
Yeah, so they use the donkey as a livestock guardian animal.
It's a muscle.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. The donkey does not like animals, so you have to take the dogs away. There is an Econo Lodge not too far away from Shuli that I was thinking, okay, I'll have Mike drive up there and take the dogs to the Econo Lodge so we can have the donkey. It had 2 goats, some chickens, and a pig. And I was like, okay, good. This is good, right? This is good. So... but it didn't work because there was another problem with that. So then I was like, okay, I'll find another petting zoo In that petting zoo, you could only get the donkeys with 2 horses. But the horses were only for children. And so I'm like, well, the whole point of this is I want Shu to ride the donkey, right? So if I rent a donkey that she can't ride, then she's just going to take Snapchats of the donkey, which is not interesting at all, right?
No, it would make her happy, and we can't have that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. This is not a exercise in joy. So I said, okay. They were like, I had to find a donkey with an acceptable weight limit. My original estimation of how much Shuli weighed was an underestimate, because it's always safe giving an underestimate for how.
Oh wait, watch Iggy, watch Iggy. Whee! Okay, sorry.
Taking off like Mary Poppins. There's a fine line between my happiness and Lemon's headache. I like to think I walk that line every day. Anyway, so then I found a place that would actually support Shuli riding the donkey. There was an age restriction on the donkey. You have to be under 18 to ride the donkey, because otherwise you need different licenses, so it just ultimately didn't work out. But, you know, I tried.
You gave it a valiant effort.
I went above and beyond for this bit. Damon, you got any donations while we're on Waluigi Pinball?
I sure do.
Yeah.
We've got $10 from Quill and All the Fish that says, howdy CJ, haven't been able to watch much today, but I wanted to donate during a run and steal your Pokemon cards. We have them. I'd like Quillfish and Politoed. Ooh. Also, you should have played as Diddy Kong for the Monkey Block meme. Thank you very much, Quill. Really appreciate it. Do you have a Quillfish and or a Politoed?
I do have Politoed from Neo, either Neo Genesis or Neo Discovery. I have the Politoed.
Nice.
I may have one in Japanese, which would be cool.
That is cool.
So, fun fact about those cards. So I would have gotten those in the early 2000s from a card shop, obviously near where I live, because my dad was a baseball card dealer, and I always went to the card shops with him. Just kind of how I got into collecting. But the interesting part of that is that those stores back then, when they would place their orders for Pokemon cards, it's not like today where you can just import cards, right? Like, I think most stores would get like a box of Japanese cards if they did a certain amount of volume. So I just think it's funny that I have like a bunch of Japanese cards. Oop. And I definitely have Politoed. I have Quillfish somewhere. I ripped a lot of. Quill, you're available. Can you look up if there's a Quillfish card in Silver Tempest?
Silver?
I think there might be. I opened a lot of stuff.
We are making progress, by the way, in terms of getting the Baby Park Madness met. We're at $40 out of 360. Ooh, so we're getting there.
We're chugging.
Got some time left. As you may have noticed, there's a lot of tracks, but that is no reason to delay. If you want those Pokemon cards, if you want to see Baby Park Madness, get those donations in soon.
Yeah.
How are these? Okay, this side is not. Stupid. I'm looking at a different
Almost
site.
a quarter of the way there.
Alright. Silver.
Got a bunch of.
It does not seem to be the case.
Damn.
There's Neo Revelation, Expedition, X Team Rocket Returns, Secret Wonders, Heart Gold Soul Silver, Flashfire, Shining Legends, Sword Shield, Chilling Rain, Fusion Strike, Astral Radiance, Astral Radiance. As in, there's 2 in Astral Radiance.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Yeah, I definitely have some Sword and Shield. I will get those over. This is, where are we? This is Australia?
Sydney Sprint.
Oh,
One of the
yes.
best musical tracks in the game.
It is. Too bad I don't play with the sound on.
Really?
Yeah, I can't, the way my setup is, I can't have it so
Oh,
the
yeah.
crowd can hear it and that it doesn't blow my ears out.
Yeah.
I also think I just have sensitive ears, you know?
No, I think there's a fix for that, and we just never bothered.
We've never, yeah. Everything, every time that it came up, we said we were going to look into it, but we never did. Do 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 do. Do I have a Comfy Pond? Oomphy Pond. Is that Ogre Pond?
I think so.
Or
Comfy.
Combi.
Also, it's pronounced Ogre.
Ogre?
Yeah. O-G-R-E. Ogre.
O-G-R-E. That's Ogre.
Ogre Pond.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, Ogre Pond, yeah. Exactly. AP agrees with me.
I'm wearing my glasses today.
Yes, you are.
I
should
am.
wear my glasses. We'll match. Even though they're different glasses.
I don't know if I told you this, but remember when I said I couldn't read?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the precursor to me having the worst migraine of my life. And the subsequent 2 weeks that have followed, I've been in the, I forget what it's called. It's like the polydrome or something, where you're just like in the mix, where you constantly still have a headache. Yeah, not fun.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not good.
What I was saying I couldn't read, that was me seeing the migraine aura.
That's
Great.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the car, yeah.
Yeah, we can. So, Quo drove through my town twice, and on the way back, we went to dinner at this diner, which was really good. That diner is good. I tell people all the time, they're like, diner food isn't good, and I tell them to shut up.
It's great, even.
Yeah, great even. You had a good, you had a Reuben. What were you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, what were they gonna screw up about that?
That's true. But it was delicious.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
And then it poured.
And then, yeah, flash flooding. Good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, so I've been wearing my glasses a lot more because it helps cut down on eye strain.
With the added bonus of being able to see?
I have a really, really little prescription. The main benefit I get out of this is it helps my astigmatism a lot.
Blue light filter?
I do not have a blue light filter on my glasses. I have it on my computer.
Red light filter?
Red light filter? So,
That's for driving.
fun fact, if you have polarized sunglasses and you set the nightlight on your computer, the screen will look black.
Yeah. Yeah, because screens are polarized. So
Yeah.
are polarized sunglasses.
You can also just like tilt your head side to side and your screen looks all funky.
That's
Yeah.
true.
If you have the blue light filter on, it'll filter out the blue light and like these polarized sunglasses I have. Fun fact, we hit an incentive, a milestone incentive for me to wear those during Chained Together, and I will be completely blind during it. I will have very little visibility, so
Great. Delightful.
it'll also help with my migraine, which is nice.
Well, I mean, being unable to see, if you just sit alone in a dark room, the odds of you having a migraine trigger are pretty low.
Well, as someone that's spent a lot of time in my apartment in the dark, I gotta tell you, it's not as crazy as you think. Damian's going to GDQ this year.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Like next year?
Yeah, then in January.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am so fucking excited for that. Damian, are you gonna room solo? Are you gonna look for like some roommates? What do you think?
Probably so. It sounds like a way better time.
No, I think
It is, but it's way more expensive.
Yeah, we'll see how things are going. But
You're a doctor, you make money.
Something like that.
Gaffy, I told you that if I got the big job, I was gonna help you get the GDQ. And so I told you you're going. David want to be roommates? I can't think of two people that might not be friends at the end of the experience if they were roommates for a week. And I love Gaffy, but I can't imagine. And I don't think Gaffy's a bad roommate at all. By the way, I don't want any negative connotations. Dayman is not going to put up with our shit for that long.
What do you mean our shit?
I'm not even gonna. You know your.
That was a crazy mushroom jump.
Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't have worked. By the way, that was that shouldn't have worked.
I'm in bed by like 1 to 2 a.m. every night, and I'm up at like 8 or 9.
What I said this to you when we were at the diner. The first thing that you do when you get the GDQ. I'm not gonna say it here because it's a family program, but I'm just saying. That's why. That's why.
Okay, you make it sound way worse than it is.
No, it's just a pattern, that's all. You'd room with Dayman, but would Dayman room with you?
I get along with most people. I don't know if you've noticed this. I don't really have enemies.
No, I don't think you have enemies, but I think that a bunch of chuckle fucks in your space is not going to go over well.
I mean, it's the nice thing about having a room is you can just say, okay, bye.
No, that's
Yeah,
why
what
I'm
if it's
saying
just one
roommate.
chuckle fuck?
That's why I'm saying roommate.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's also not like the bulk of the event is going to be room anyway.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter.
Hey man, take my spare room. Don't.
Yeah, then you don't have one roommate. You have like 12.
Every day, a
The things
rotating.
living in there. Every day.
Yeah.
A rotating carousel of roommates in Erica's house. Jesus room.
I'm not going to speak about the Jesus room anymore. My grandparents, God love them. They called my mom afterward and like, what was he talking about religion for? I was like, I had an experience in that room. I'm just communicating my experience. I love my family. I love that they support the show. I regret that they have to be exposed to some of my weirdness in this format, in my antics. Yeah, but of course I love, and my mom pointed out I didn't actually thank my grandparents last week, so Gma and Gpa, if you're listening, I love you bunches, and thank you for donating.
Yeah.
Speaking of donations, do we have any more?
We do. We do have a $50 donation from Mama CJ.
Mama CJ, your laptop got fixed, or is working.
It says, I have returned from the blue screen of death. But this needs to go on your to-do list, CJ.
That's fine.
It says, Quo and Dayman can each pick a card from my dono. My thanks to all who volunteer their time to participate in this great event.
Nice. You want Rowlet?
You have a Quilladin?
I don't know what Quilladin is.
Chespin's Evolution.
I don't know what Chespin is.
Gen 6
Gen
starter.
6, the ugly grass one.
Huh. Yeah, I probably do.
If not, I like Sanctuary's Field.
I do know you like those, so I will get on that. I asked Dayman beforehand if he liked Hoo Hoo, and would you like to tell them what you told me?
I remember you probably called him a clock-faced fuck.
You sure did.
Yeah.
He sure did.
He's the Pokemon so nice they named him twice.
There you go.
I mean, he's the worst owl. Of all the owl Pokemon, he's the worst one.
How many owls are there?
5? There's the Rowlet line and the Hoodoo line. Right? So there's like Rowlet, Decidueye, and Dartrix.
Really?
Are
Oh yeah,
all nice.
Dartrix sucks.
Dartrix is like pretty. He's like, you know, the teenager, whatever, like kind of awkward owl. But as far as middle evolutions go, most starter middle evolutions are trash. So he's actually, you know, top half of starter middle evos. Hoodoo is just a clock, and he has 2 legs, but he refuses to use both of them.
Yeah, it's lore. It's cool. He's also in new Pokemon Snap.
Hoo-hoo?
Yeah.
Nice.
I will actually, if you have one, take a Magikarp.
I do have Magikarp. I have many Magikarp.
I would love a Magikarp.
You got it.
Magikarp is awesome.
Magikarp is a pretty cool Pokemon, and he has a lot of really cool cards.
He does.
This is not the fast way, but we're doing it anyway.
They're about the same.
Yeah, so I'll tell you about these tour tracks. You really, like, I've seen people do these fast. And usually when you watch people do Mario Kart tracks fast, you can actually really tell what they're doing to go faster. And when I watch people do the tour tracks, I have no idea why they're 5 seconds fast. Like, genuinely. There is something about the tour tracks where they have these long sweeps where... I don't want to get too into the weeds, but, like, it just doesn't make sense to try and do snaking in this game. Not like you never want to do mini turbos on straightaways. Of course you do. But you don't want to, like, go back and forth like Serpentine, right? You're not going to get the result that you think that you're going to get from that. As I pass Ludwig. The art sucks. Listen to the film is okie dokie. Had to get my plug in for the brand. But yeah, I'm working on a new podcast.
I heard.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool. Yep, that's coming out soon. We just recorded the first half of episode 10.
Nice.
Can I abuse mod powers?
Yeah.
On who?
Oh.
For Pokemon Snapbot? Sure.
Yeah. Guys, if you can't donate to get a Pokemon card, you can follow twitter.com/PokemonSnapbot, and you can get pictures of Pokemon for free.
There you go.
You should donate for the Pokemon cards, because it also saves the children.
Mm-hmm.
But...
I like that we found a happy middle ground there. Dayman actually is the only person that's been a guest on the show.
To settle a bet.
Yeah, and I will not spoil how that went.
Can you spoil what movie it was for?
It was not about a movie.
Oh, okay.
It kind of was.
It was a scene in a movie, yes. But it was about music. So we called in my music expert because I felt like I was getting bullied because Tommy's music expert never agreed with me. So, and then I won't spoil how that went. It was fun.
My guest spot was approximately 9.5 seconds long.
It was great. And I'll tell you what, we thought you were going to stick around longer. He left the server before we could, before we realized that he was gone. So that was a fun time. Let me see.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, he was in and out. He knew his role. So the format of the show, just kind of want to talk about it a little bit. The format of the show is that we kind of hang out in the beginning. We talk a little bit about it. In the earlier episodes...
First of all, who's we?
Me and my very good friend, Tomato Anus, a.k.a. Tommy. He... good looking out, by the way. He and I sit down. We talk a little bit, probably for like 30 minutes before the show actually starts. We get a little bit of that banter in there that people know and love. Sometimes it's a little longer, sometimes a little shorter. In the earlier episodes, it was definitely shorter than that, and we've kind of found the spark of what the show is since then. So the first few episodes, you're going to hear us kind of getting into a rhythm. But then we talk about the movie that we pick. The movie is... We switch every week who picks the movie. So one week I pick, the next week he picks. The person that brings the movie to the table goes ahead and introduces the film, talks about it, asks some questions. Then we pause the podcast and we start recording the companion audio track. That is a separate audio file. If you want to listen to the movie with us in the background, you can. It is just another way to interact with the show. So you can get our opinions in real time. Sometimes there are movies that I've seen and he hasn't. Sometimes there's movies that he's seen and I haven't. Sometimes there's movies that we both haven't seen. Sometimes there's movies that we have both seen. So you get a different kind of flavor every time, right? And then we stop. We go back to the podcast we were recording. We usually take like a week break. It usually ends up being a week. I think we've done like 2 weeks before. Then we go back to the podcast and we record the post-show portion of the podcast. So you don't have to listen to the audio track. We'll cut that out for you. And then we come back, we shoot the shit a little more, and then we talk about the movie. We give a summary of the movie, and then we talk about if the film is okie dokie. And yeah, so it's a fun show. It's really fun to record. Me and Tommy have great energy, and I know that I'm hyping up something that you guys cannot go listen to. But I decided that if I had just released the podcast now, you guys would leave SDAT to go listen to the podcast in its entirety in one shot, and I just couldn't do that for the children. So we are postponing the release of the podcast until SDAT is over.
Dang, I was about to close the stream.
Hey, I know. At this point, we started recording these a year ago. So we might just wait until Christmas, because the first episode is a Christmas episode.
Alright, so on the eventual release of this podcast, where can people find this?
Wherever you get your favorite podcasts, it'll be available for streaming everywhere. On Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. I believe that there will be a version released on YouTube. And yeah, so like I said, the first 10 episodes are in the can. I think we're going to put out an episode every other week once we get going. That'll give us time to record more. When is the Speedrun Insider crossover episode? When we get to 50, we'll do one. Yes. Jade has been the test listener. It's been nice getting the feedback and for the tone of the show. And I think me and Tommy really have something. I have wanted to do a podcast with Tommy for a really long time. And I had to wear him down, but he finally agreed. And then had me sign something his lawyer drew up that said that if he did the podcast, I would stop bothering him to do a podcast together. So there you go. It's in writing, and there was no restraining order issued. So there you go.
There you go. He does seem like a podcast type of guy.
Yeah. No. So. It is a fun time, I think. Even if you don't like the movie we're talking about, I think that it is a fun time.
Have you watched Mean Girls yet?
Yes, we did.
Good. Okay.
I'm glad that was in the first 10.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
It was, we've listened to a lot of movies. I don't want to say all the movies that we've listened to. The first movie is a Christmas movie. It is probably one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Charlie Brown's Christmas.
What?
Charlie Brown's Christmas.
No.
Oh.
Scrooge.
Oh, no. But that's a good one.
Elf.
No, not Elf.
I saw a copy of Elf with a Game Boy Advance, like a game, when I was at a retro game store the other week. I did not get it.
Sounds like some THQ nonsense.
I should look into it now that I remember, but yeah, didn't know that existed.
It's Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Listen, first of all, Emmett Otter, really good. Gaffy actually knows what it is, because he also listened to that first episode when he was going to his family's for Christmas last year. And it is not, but it is a good hint, I think. Also, the name of the podcast is a Muppets reference. So.
There's a Pokemon called Okidogi.
Really?
Yeah, he's a dog.
That's cool.
One of the legendaries from the Scarlet Violet DLC.
Oh.
Alright, I pulled up footage of the Elf GBA game, and this is wild.
Alright, one sec. Now I gotta see it.
So, who was it that was talking about watching the Shrek movie on GBA?
I don't know. Could be anybody.
Yoshi feet, Moki Doki. I'm moking, I'm joking. I thought that was your story, that someone was watching the... Oh, Flipperino. There we go. Yeah, someone was just constantly watching the Shrek movie that came out on the GBA.
Nice.
That's getting a movie to fit on a GBA cartridge sounds awful.
Oh yeah, no, like base resolution for that thing is what, 240p I think.
Yeah. So everything,
240 by
the
150.
video, just forget size. You have to compress
yeah.
the video down to that resolution.
That's
Right.
a lot of frames, regardless of how compressed or anything it is. It's just a lot. It's a long time.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of data loss. But then the audio. Think about the audio, because it has to come out of a Game Boy Advance speaker.
Dude, this sprite even looks like Will Ferrell.
The sprite work is weirdly good, and the animation is, I don't know. It's like Fever Dream, like Mortal Kombat into a Flash game. It doesn't really make sense, but there's also a bunch of different camera perspectives. I'm like scrolling through a log play. There's like top-down segments. There's like traditional 2D platformer sections. There's like things that are on a weird angle, like a beat 'em up. I don't. It's so strange.
Yeah.
I'm in an elevator right now.
What's that movie? Man.
Oh, that's the That's crazy.
There's a
Should've
snowball
got me.
fight segment like in DK3.
I was just watching that.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Mario Kart.
Yeah, so we're in this level. It's another tour level, and the lines in these levels just feel wrong. Like the 200cc speed. I know that there are some people that really like 200cc. What I always tell them is these tracks existed before there was 200cc. They're not built for 200cc. And I think it's Quill that was like, yeah, but 200cc feels so good. It's like, it doesn't feel good. That's the whole point. Is that they didn't make that. They made the speed after they made the game
Yes.
for the first 48.
And that was like something that day one I noticed. I remember because I first of all I forgot that the update was happening, and then like 200cc is something that just kind of like slipped my mind. And then when I downloaded it on the Wii U is like, oh, that's wild. And then I remember playing the first track and thinking like, oh, that's kind of neat. And then I played the second track and every turn was wrong, and I'm like, oh, right, of course, because they definitely made this track with 150 in mind. And then it was okay.
Did you ever play Halo 3 with the gravity turned all the way up, or all the way down, and the speed turned all the way up?
No, but I get what you're saying.
We called it Super Spartans, and you'd also start with double random weapons. Yeah, really fun, but there's only like 2 levels you can actually play that game mode on, because one jump you fly across the map. Yeah, so, speaking of, I don't know, Chloe, did you catch Halo 3 yesterday?
I caught bits and pieces of it.
I gotta say,
They were drinking a lot of water.
they asked me ahead of time if they would mind if I drank water, and I said, hey, listen, man, that sounds great. That sounds like you're being very responsible. And so I was like, do you mind if I just remind you to get your sips of water? And they were like, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be so helpful, because we're gonna be so focused on playing the game. So I helped them stay hydrated, and they
There
did a
you
great
go.
job for us. Yeah.
Yeah, with water.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will say this. At the end, I accidentally challenged them to a race in Halo 3 ODST next year.
Why?
I don't know. Sell tickets for the future event, you know.
Okay, and you're telling me because you want me to cheer you on.
I'm telling you so that you can join the team. R4 versus their 4.
Which team?
My team.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
I'll do my best.
You learned all the tricks once.
Yeah. But other people have to learn the tricks too.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah. It goes faster if other people know it too.
We'll learn. I don't know if we.
It's recorded.
Yeah.
It's on tape.
Oh yeah.
A promise that CJ said that he'll learn.
I will learn. I don't know if we want to upgrade JR. I love JR. I don't know if JR is upgradable. We can get a different runner in there that knows Halo maybe, but you know, I think I don't know if CC wants to. You need another ODST? Fuck yeah, Gaffy, let's go.
I would say having 4 people that play Halo for your Halo race is probably a good place to start.
Oh, I've never played Halo. The first time I played Halo was ODST.
Yeah,
Awesome. That works.
and he was really good at it.
Yeah, I mean, you've played now.
Yeah. It's a shooting game. I'm good at shooter games.
You click on their heads.
Yeah, we just need
It's
one
like a
more
point and
now.
click adventure.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll get Hammy. We'll recruit Hammy.
Oh, someone actually followed the Pokemon Snapbot.
Hey.
Best day ever.
What do you mean?
What's
actually?
your all-time favorite Snapbot post?
Oh, man. So, let me find it. So, there are 2. One is a picture of Squirtle swimming. Let me find it, and I'll post it in chat.
Unfortunately, for the Eevee name, I'm realizing that I put X and Y for the names of the Eevee.
Nice.
Yeah, so maybe that one will be a channel point poll.
Why is it not showing up?
That's a great question.
Okay, well, I'll find that one later. The second one, mostly because, like, you know, all pictures come with a caption, and I think this caption is really funny compared to the picture that it is. It's a picture of Charmander.
Of course, I've been a loyal follower of Pokemon Snapbot since its inception.
Absolutely. It was recently-ish. I just need to find it. But I laugh when I see it, and if it makes me laugh, that's a good start.
That is a good start. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, right?
There you go.
Okay, I like that. That's quite good.
Alright, well, I'll look for the Squirtle picture and I'll post it whenever we find it, but we will revisit this conversation later.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What are you looking forward to?
When we get to AGDQ and Dayman decides to own the Street Fighter 2 cabinet against all of us.
Terrible at Street Fighter 2.
Oh, guess what?
Beat you,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. There's that humility we know and love.
You don't play fighting games.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're like, oh, I'm terrible. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that's like saying I'm not very good at the piano because it's not my primary instrument, but I'm still better at the piano than someone who doesn't play an instrument.
This is true. That's also fair. When I've asked you if you play the piano, you said no.
I said kinda.
Yeah.
Sometimes my response to that is, compared to people that play the piano, no. Compared to you, yes.
And that's the Christmas level. I didn't know we needed a Christmas level, but we did.
I am
Merry
closer in
Christmas.
skill to Mozart than you are to me.
There you go, I guess.
Isn't that a basketball thing, I think? The original...
No, he was a composer.
No, not Mozart. The original, quote thing of that.
That was really good. I remember, so there's a famous basketball quote. I think it was, God, what's his name?
Here it is.
I think it was Stacey King. One night, after a game, Stacey King played for the Bulls. And after a game one night, he gave a quote that was like, I'll always remember this as the night that me and Michael Jordan combined for 62 points. And that night, Michael Jordan scored 60 points and Stacey King scored 2.
Alright, this is my other favorite picture.
This is interesting. This is a point-to-point race.
It's a really cute one.
Yeah, and then you just like look at the whole picture and
That's usually what you do.
yeah.
I don't know what race this is. I think this is number 24.
That sounds about right.
I think we're about halfway through now.
Halfway there.
Yeah, if you want those Pokemon cards, we are turning it off after my run. We are not doing it all night. So, if you want it, don't wait. Get it in.
But if you like Pokemon, there are 3 Pokemon runs back to back.
No, interrupted by Shaq Fu.
There are 4 Pokemon runs back to back.
Yep. Football comes back next week. American football comes back next week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And that's that track. It is a point-to-point race as opposed to a lap race, and I do like that element of it. So that is nice. That a nice
Yeah,
thing
that's something that they introduced in Mario Kart 7. And there's a couple of courses in this game that have it, but not many in the DLC track, so a bit of a welcomed addition.
Woohoo Island in 7 was the first point-to-point ever, right?
Yes. Yeah, so Woohoo Island, Rainbow Road were both in 7, which we just saw. What,
Yep.
that was 3DS Rainbow Road?
Yep.
Was there another one? I feel like there was another one. Maybe there were just 2, though.
Oh, hi, Sam. I want you to go on between Sapphire and Snap. I never told you that, but I'm telling you that now. I hope that's okay. If it's not okay, still say yes anyway. But do
Maka
it.
Woohoo.
Maka Woohoo.
And then there's Woohoo Loop, which is a smaller Woohoo Island, but it's 3 left.
That makes
Good
sense.
times.
Did you play the Scarlet and Violet DLC? Well,
I have not. It's on my to-do list.
I
but
heard
still
that it
haven't
was
bought
good. But
Yeah. I don't know, I
I've-
haven't touched Scarlet and Violet in a while.
I've never gotten on top of that boat before, by the way. That was the first time ever.
Oh, well, there's 3 like jet thingies. If you take the middle one, you just go higher.
Yeah.
If you take the side ones, you go less high.
Lower, some people would call that.
Lower or less high.
Both work. We do have an
Kids.
anonymous $30 donation contributing to Baby Park Madness. Thank you very much, anonymous.
How we looking on that?
We're oh boy. We're making progress. Let me give you an updated total. We are currently a third the way there.
All right.
$20 out of 360. So we're making progress. Good things are happening.
All right, well, listen. Steal my Pokemon cards while they're available, otherwise I'm putting them back away.
True.
The Scarlet Violet DLC was the best Pokemon experience you've had in the last 8 years.
Let's see. What games have come out in the past 8 years?
Ooh, from 2016?
2016 was Sun Moon, and right around Election Day, because I remember I had a very mixed November, because I thought Sun and Moon was great.
Yeah, I bet you did.
No, Legends Arceus was better.
I didn't play Legends Arceus, but I did watch Crunchy Brown play it a little bit, and I didn't understand any of it.
You're missing out. Honestly, for the fact that it's the second Pokemon game ever made, they made it really well.
Okay. What's the first Pokemon game ever made?
All the other ones, they're all the same.
Not
This one's
Pokemon
actually
Snap.
different. Well, yeah, that's a spin-off.
Oh, okay.
And if we're counting Pokemon Snap, the new Pokemon Snap's the best Pokemon experience I've had in the last 8 years. But Legends
Not a good
Arceus-
speedrun, though.
No.
Is that one of the biggest disappointments in your adult life?
Oh no, there are bigger disappointments in my adult life, but
Oh, okay.
as far as gaming goes, probably.
You had to anticipate that it was going to be like that. Like, I don't think anyone
I mean, so
reasonably expected that to be a good speedrun.
Well, sure, but like there's a lot that they changed from old Snap to new Snap. Like you can't exit levels early, so you have to play each level
Yep.
throughout.
Yep.
And that's just super long.
I thought
The
the
progression
game's like
is,
3
like-
times as long anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
They gave
But,
you
like,
a lot
there's
more
just-
content though, which I like.
And in the speedrun, that just translates to a lot more waiting.
Yeah.
Like in the last 20 minutes of the run, you take 3 pictures,
Whoa. That's true.
which is Steelix, a Crystal Bloom, Arceus. In 20 minutes.
Sudowoodo.
Sudowoodo. Ditto.
Ditto, yeah. No, I'll never forget. I finished Snap. I watched somebody else finish Snap. I think I watched CC finish Snap, and it might have been you. And at the end, it's like, do you know why Pokemon really like you? And I swear to God, I don't know if this was your reaction or not, but I know it was me and CJ's reaction because I watched him. It was because, and I'm like, are we a fucking Ditto? And then it's
It
like,
makes sense because you never talk.
yeah. Oh, because Pokemon really like you. I was like, screw you.
Yeah, and this was the first time in 2,000 years that Pokemon really liked somebody.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? It's this random 10-year-old with a camera.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, from a game point of view, you're not going to play as a 10-year-old that's not special, right?
I guess, but yeah. There's a Twitch channel that I follow, and they occasionally do these events which are like as long as you want it style marathons.
Mhm.
So right now they are playing through Fire Emblem as long as people want it.
Which one?
The whole series.
Oh.
In theory, they could play all of the Fire Emblem games. And I think most of the time they end up going for like a week or two. They eventually cut it off. When they did P5, they did 200 hours straight.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so much.
Yeah, I don't know what Fire Emblem they're gonna start with. Probably Engage, if I had to guess.
That's the toothpaste one?
Right,
yeah.
what?
I hope they
That's
don't do
pretty
FE5. Yeah, Potato really wants me to fucking do 3 houses, and I'm like, I'm not getting that yellow flame.
Oh, maddening?
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Eh.
I might do Maddening for like Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn because I actually like those games.
Oh, no, don't do that.
It's that bad, huh?
Well, Path of Radiance, like, they just inflate the stats of the enemies and then put twice as many enemies on the map and call it a day.
Oh, no, that's yucky.
Well, that does sound
Yeah.
maddening.
I think it's called, what is it called in that one? It was before they called it Maddening. I forget what it was called.
Oh,
Maniac
yeah.
mode, yeah.
They screwed
And
up
it is
the
maniacal.
names. They screwed up the names of the difficulty in Path of Radiance, right?
No, that was Radiant Dawn.
Yeah, because I started playing Radiant Dawn and I wiped on the first tutorial level like 5 times. And I was like, what is this?
No, Lunatic started with Awakening.
I'm gonna get a drink really quick. Beer back.
Yeah, bye.
I forget what the GBA, not the GBA, the DS games. But they had like Hard 1, Hard 2, Hard 3, Hard 4, Hard 5. I think the last one was like Merciless or something. No. But no, it was Maniac and Path of Radiance.
20 more stages to go. This is probably my favorite stage in the whole run, and I screwed up the boost.
Yeah, screwed it up with home court advantage. This one is based on the SNES game, Yoshi's Story. No, Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Story was a run by Cool last weekend, which was great.
For
This
a
is
game
also
for the
my
N64.
favorite DLC track.
Yeah, this
so
one
good.
actually has life. You know, the other
Yeah.
ones feel like you're just going through like a colorful canvas. This one feels like a world that someone might live in.
I think that because it's based off of like the title screen art,
Yeah.
and I think it's really, and they also change all the sound effects, including like the gold tape and everything. It's
Yes.
really
Coins are different too.
Yep.
They sure are. They did a similar kind of reskin for Zelda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hero Castle level.
Yeah. But like,
While you,
what?
let's say while you have this one, we do have a $5 donation. Calcium Lemon, who wants a Sableye?
Ooh, okay. I have Sableye.
Sably.
I'm glad you didn't ask for Venusaur, buddy. That is an expensive card. I'm gonna have to make a sheet after this.
Anyway, back to what you're saying.
Hey,
Good try.
it's Kit. I like Kit. I don't know what we're talking about. Come on.
Good try.
Oh, one of the things I don't like the most about games, right? It's like you're going up into this like castle, right? And it's like you're gonna go fight the big bad guy. And the big bad guy did something so unspeakably horrible to the world that you have to go and just beat him up, right? Right?
Right.
Yep.
And his castle is empty. It has nothing in it. He's got traps in his house, okay? And
Well, knew you were coming.
sure, he knew I was coming. So he
You
took
don't
out
own
all
that
the
shit.
he took out all the furniture, took all the pictures off the wall. What do you want to destroy the world for? You have to live in the world too. Like, this is your lair. Like, I just hate when it's like, oh, we're in the final bosses level. There's nothing here.
I'll be honest, I've been to some people's apartments and like it's not completely unrealistic to go into a place and it's just like, oh, there's a TV on the ground and a mattress in the corner. And you're like, okay, well.
That's very fair.
Also, you did literally describe the map in Path of Radiance,
That little
where you show up
remember
to
that?
King
Yeah.
Ashnard's castle,
Do you remember the
and he ain't there.
do you remember the little house on the island?
Can you be more specific?
The one that the Death Knight comes out of?
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Chapter 9, probably. or
Fun
11,
fact.
one of those.
Fun fact. Put all my fucking squishies there.
Oh, no.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I put all my squishies there and
The
got
dodo birds all over again.
and got screwed up. I lost them all. I had to reset.
Yeah.
That was one of the times I was glad I was playing on emulator. I was like, oh, this is a save state situation. Because there's no rewind in that game, buddy.
Huh?
Yeah. I think Potato said this. He said that Path of Radiance is the frame and Radiant Dawn is the picture.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that might have been a quote from somebody else. I don't want to give him credit for that, but something that he said, and I had heard that. And it kind of makes sense. I really like Radiant Dawn, but I don't like it more than Path of Radiance. And a big part of that, I think, is just how awesome the Lagoos are in the first game and how much they suck in the second game. All right, missed the ramp.
Another $5
Pretty
from
fair.
Calcium 11 that says, I want Venusaur, smile.
Okay, well, all right, Venusaur it is, buddy. You get both. All right, that just pushes over $3,500.
Big money.
Big money, yeah. We're $100 and some odd dollars away from the goal. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna. Oh,
Good. No, go ahead.
go ahead.
please.
I was gonna call you out.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I will peel back the curtains a bit on marathon running. So generally, it's not advised that you ask the host if there are any donations. Don't do that during your run, unless you're like CJ, who has like an eagle eye on the donation route.
Yes.
Calling me out.
He knows. The rest
Yes.
of you guys, if you don't know,
You say, are there anything we can
Don't do-
update or any announcements to make?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it this weekend, so I'm not calling anyone out. But CJ knows.
Yes. Okay. So that's my move, right? I am always looking at the donation counter, and when I notice it go up, then I cue the host.
Yes. Yeah, that's like his version of being the lawyer in the courtroom that is like, anything else you'd like to add, Mr. Johnson?
You better be going somewhere with this.
CJ always leading the witness.
Ow. I never lead.
Yeah, but it's your own witness. It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
It's not against the law.
All right, so question. So in this course, we're about to see it on the right. There's a sleeping Wiggler. Right there.
He's very sleepy.
He is sleepy. But there's also Wiggler as a driver. Are like Wigglers canonically different sizes, or is this just like some
think this might be the Goofy and the Pluto problem.
But there's also established Mario Kart lore that some places things are just bigger. For example, SMB3 World 4, right? It's just giant land.
Tiny
And
Huge
so-
Island.
Yeah.
Tiny Huge
That
Island?
one
Yeah,
galaxy level? Galaxy 2?
there's multiple instances of you go to place and it just big. So I think that is entirely reasonable that we are just in a place with big things. For example, those piranha plants are huge. They are much bigger than the piranha plant you get as like an item.
True.
So
They're also bigger than Petey Piranha, but Petey Piranha is way bigger than Mario and Sunshine.
Yeah, but those are
Exactly.
also plants, and plants grow.
That's actually a fair counterpoint.
Thank you. I've been known to have those from time to time.
Once in a while.
Hey, listen, a blind squirrel and a broken clock. Wiggler emote. Yeah, let's just get a Wiggler
front
emote.
on, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, he's up now.
He's up.
So that's also there's also lore specifically for giant wigglers, i.e. Mario Sunshine.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we can just say that that's one of the big ones. Because that is also roughly equivalent to the one that you would get in the sand, except for its conventional Wiggler color and not Island Wiggler color.
Yeah, I haven't played that level in years.
Most people
Gelato
don't.
Beach skip
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single time.
Which is, I mean, a very reasonable approach. But I actually do like the level shines in Gelato.
The mirrors and the sandbird are just like too much for me.
Sandbird gets way too much hate. Like, I get it, but at the same time, it is really not that bad.
It gets perfect amount of hate.
There are like 12 worse levels than Sandbird.
Kit
yeah, but
really
doesn't mean
doesn't
that
like.
Sandbird's
Yeah, no. Kit really hates Sandbird, as we found out.
Like, we don't have the option to skip the other levels. But we have the option to skip Sandbird.
I guess that's true. I don't know. Doesn't really bother me. I also
that's
really
fair.
like Sunshine.
Pachinko, not good. We can all agree. The lily pad, also not good.
Oh,
Lily,
that's awful.
Lily Pad's the worst level. Lily Pad is worse than Pachinko.
Oh yeah, hands down. Pachinko's not that bad.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
jank and funny,
It's jank.
but it's also, I'm convinced on purpose, jank, because it's a pachinko machine. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be gambling, right?
Literally
So,
pushes you.
yes.
Yeah. Blue coins are also really bad. I feel like they had a lot of really cool movement ideas, but they were just like, everything we learned in SM64, we're getting rid of that.
I feel like, well, Sunshine is my favorite 3D platformer, but I don't ever get 120 because I don't hate myself. But there are people out there that do and love collecting things, and I think for them, having the opportunity to get 800 million blue coins is like perfectly valid. But it's never required, and so you can just say no, thank you.
Well, it's not even that it's not required. It's that there are no progression points to it other than collecting them.
Correct. Yeah, it is just like, hey, do you want to get blue coins? Yes or no? I guess if you really want a save point in a pinch, you could go grab a blue coin.
I guess so.
Like,
So you can save the amount of blue coins you have.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Man, I gotta tell you, probably my favorite Mario experience that I've had in the last couple years, like traditional Mario, I guess 2D Mario experience.
Running and jumping.
Yeah. Mario Wonder. I really liked Wonder.
Did you?
Yeah, I really did.
I was lukewarm on it.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't hit the spot. I'm not like huge on 2D Mario games though. Like, so maybe that's it.
I don't think that I'm like a big 2D Mario stan. I'm just like, it was good.
That's good.
It did have Piranha Plants on Parade, which, you know, the game peaked early.
Dun 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 dun. They really robbed their family.
Different song.
No, that was in the game for sure.
Yeah. All right, so we are 2/3 of the way through now. This is the 32nd race. I believe this is what I did. I did 84 tracks at the last, or 80 tracks at the last SDAT. And
A lot of tracks.
everything after this level, we have not seen before.
Right, because it wasn't out yet.
We're not out yet. I don't know what the timer says.
Timer says 1:18:31.
All right, so yeah, probably like another 40-ish minutes for the other 16 tracks. Sounds about right. If you want to get those Pokemon cards in, remember we are taking this down as soon as the run is over. So don't dawdle.
We also are just under halfway to the Baby Park Bonanza. So you can make that happen as well. If you want more pain and suffering, which we all do, of course. That's why we're here.
Yes, to end pain and suffering for the children by offsetting it onto me.
That's right. There must be balance.
Yeah. Yeah. If you were a Marvel villain, Dayman, I think you would be Thanos.
Okay. Interesting.
You know?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. It's that or he's Victor Von Doom.
I think Doom's just misunderstood.
Oh yeah, he's Doctor Doom, alright. Go ahead.
It's not that he was a bad guy. He was just misunderstood.
Like Zangief and Wreck-It Ralph. I'm bad guy, but I'm not bad guy.
Dealt a bad hand, that's all.
Hey, listen, you'd be pretty grumpy if you had a metal mask fused to your face. Like he's
Yeah,
Right?
that's fair.
like
Exactly.
he's Cobra Commander.
Big purple guy. Yeah, that's him.
We talking about the GOAT Doctor Doom? Yeah, I think Dayman would be a great Doctor Doom.
Calcium Lemon says I'm Dormammu? Why?
I don't know if you
so
guys
random.
have you ever heard or listened to movies and just hear people doing like accents completely fucking fail. Benedict Cumberbatch's accent completely fails when he goes to do that scene in Doctor Strange. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. I've come to bargain. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. It's like, what accent are you doing? Like, and if you see it out of context, you're like, oh, maybe he just got done with a big fight. No, he flew through a hole in space, so he shouldn't be winded. He shouldn't be like exacerbated. He should be like, Dormammu. And then that scene, if you know it, he has to say that same thing hundreds of times in a row. Dormammu, 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 Dormammu. I've come to bargain. Over and over and over again in like sequence. And so it's like, oh, not only is this a bad accent, we have to hear it over and over and over again. It's the chin?
I have a Dormammu chin?
Dormammu was a gas cloud in space. What chin?
He has a body in some depictions.
Dormammu main and MVC? Yeah, in the movie. Yeah, sure.
He's like a gajillion feet tall, and he's like kind of made of fire.
You're pretty tall.
No, I am not.
He is not. He is not a short king. He is a average height guy.
I am the most average-sized North American white dude.
All right. Didn't know this was here.
What? That's always been there.
I didn't know it.
There's just no boosters, so it's really not worth it unless you have a mushroom.
Yeah, I can see that. I unfortunately just biffed it there. Dormammu. Go ahead.
Lemon, what's your Marvel 3 team? I'm curious. You got Dormammu on there.
I think my MV3 team had Doctor Doom and Wolverine on it. I don't remember who my third one was.
Nice. What are your thoughts on this version of Daisy Cougar?
I really, in my heart of hearts, love Double Dash, but Double Dash does not love me. having said that, I feel like this is a very good remake of that level. It's very, very faithful, and if it doesn't capture what was it captures what was really fun about that level, but it also puts the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe spin on it, and I really like that.
It has the eel in it though.
Yeah,
So that,
yeah.
I don't
that's
like
good.
the fact that that part's underwater. I don't know why would a ship have an underwater part? It's a ship.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know, but it kind of gives me the itch that playing Double Dash does give me, which is good because I don't want to ever go there again.
Damn.
Double Dash is a very unforgiving Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
It does not love you.
Doesn't even promise to love you.
No.
I like the Goombas swimming.
Yeah, that's
not
nice.
original for this track, but
Yeah.
they got their tubes. They're jamming out.
How far are we away from the goal, Dave, man? Like, how?
We are. I will check. I'll give us an exact number.
Someone donated 33 cents in defiance of God and man. So
Delightful. Well, we are $230 away. We're just under half, so 120 out of 350.
I just got denied for a job that I applied to in May.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, nice try. Didn't
Fun
work.
fact about this track, if you look really closely, and you'll have to look like really, really closely because I don't think CJ's going to stop, all the license plates of the cars are references to Mario things.
Oh, that's
So I think the sedan cars say POW for like the POW block, and then one of the trucks says like SMB3, and I forget what the other ones say, but like
Yeah.
that is original to this track. The other tracks that have cars do not have that.
Yeah, it's like, why bother at this point? Like, you failed. It's okay. Let's just both move on, you know? I moved on. It's time you moved on. Sending me a rejection to a letter that for a job I applied to a long time ago is not moving on. Also, it is hard once you get back to work to unsubscribe from all those job listing things that you needed to get every day. And, for example, in the state that I live in, they require you to sign up for their job board listings, which push jobs to you every day. There is no unsubscribe for that, and it is a state-run website.
Yeah, you're on that list forever.
Yep, never getting off that list, so that's fun. And they even have a thing that's like, hey, we will not delete your data under any circumstances, but we're not going to use it in any way that you wouldn't approve of. And I'm like, well, how do you know that? You didn't ask me you didn't ask me what you're gonna do with my data.
Yeah, it's not quite as reassuring as you think it is, buddy.
I mean, at least you're getting rejection letters.
Not
Most
at
of
a
the time.
time when it's helpful.
I mean, it's at least, I guess, somewhat better than just getting ghosted by everything you ever apply to, which is less fun.
That is the experience that many people have. I will say this. I did the math. I applied to 300 and, well, round up 50 jobs in my job search throughout the course of my time of unemployment. And obviously I got one job out of it, so what's that? That's... I'm going to do that math in their head.
What 3%?
Yeah. Not fun. Wouldn't recommend. I did get to the final stage more often, though. I think I got to the final stage 6 times?
Not a closer, CJ.
Wow.
Rude. Damn.
I lost 3 50-50s. They said it's between you and somebody else. I don't know if I was going to save this. I don't know if I told you guys this. So I applied for a job at a bank, and I didn't want the job. But I was
I think
not...
you told me.
I was not...
Was that the IT job?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I was at a job. I applied for a job at a bank. I didn't want the job. I was hoping that they were going to say no or whatever, but I kept getting brought further along into the process. So I was like, okay, fine. So I didn't get it. But then I was offended that I didn't get it because the person they hired actually had no experience.
Damn.
Right? I'm like, they were like, oh, you have a great resume. We just wanted to go in another direction. And the direction you went in is the guy that has never done my job before. Thank you. And I was very annoyed. And then I started my new job, and it's been great. And I love my new job. And my friend who works for the radio station did a thing where they had the people from the bank, the marketing department from the bank, on, and they did a video thing with them for their social medias, and the guy is there, okay? And I was so annoyed because I'm like, it's that guy? It's that guy. I knew him. He's a schmo. I thought they just hired someone that was like some talentless hack. Now I know that they did. And it's not like he had to have no experience. He's awful. He'd been ran out of town at every job he ever had. I'm like, you hired him over me? Me? Y'all deserve to fail. That's why you're on the radio That's why you're on the radio shooting a video.
Damn.
Hey, sister. That's my sister.
That cuts deep.
Yeah, that's the marketing help that you needed. You're doing a video for the radio station. They hired Wilbur? It feels like they hired Wilbur. Oh, CJ, you're my favorite. Thank you.
The Olympics are going to be here next year. Not next year, in 4 years.
Someone said, why don't we do an Olympics every year? And I said, as people, we just don't have the bandwidth. No one cares
that's
enough.
True.
No one.
Also, they're already every 2 years.
Yeah, but the Winter Olympics don't really count, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. They're great.
They're amazing.
Yeah, I think Wilbur works at a buy here, pay here place, which is like... That's like, did you guys ever see Glengarry Glen Ross?
Nope.
No? Dayman?
No.
All right. Yeah. I won't make my joke now. Moving on.
Well, maybe people in chat have.
Maybe has anyone in chat seen Glengarry Glen Ross? Is it the Jack Lemmon character? Look up who's in that movie.
Oh, you don't even know your own bit. Oh, this is a good one.
Look up who's in that movie. Hang on. He plays
Right.
Shelly the Machine. Glengarry with 2 R's, all one word. This is not a shortcut.
1992 film. All right.
Yes.
Who plays who?
The Machine.
Alan Baldwin's in there.
He is. He's in it for 8 minutes. Most memorable role in the movie.
Does the machine have a name?
Shelly?
Shelley. Oh, Jack Lemmon.
It was Jack Lemmon. You don't even know your own bit. I'm like, Jack Lemmon. I didn't falter on that. Anyway.
Oh, he died in 2001. Damn.
Yeah, he been dead. Grumpy old men, too, by the way. Shout out to Jack Lemmon. Anyways, what were we talking about?
You had an
Olympics.
anecdote regarding the Olympics and Glengarry Glen.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Let me...
The Winter Olympics don't count. By the way, have you seen Glengarry Glen Ross? Is how that story went. And then, new bit?
I guess
Let's
so.
pivot.
The
Let's pivot.
Pivot.
How's
Pivot.
this? What's the next track, CJ?
Oh, I don't remember.
Great.
I don't know what tracks it are in order. We're gonna find out together.
Okay.
It just shows up and we can all experience it.
Yeah, exactly. Here's that
I'm sure someone
story.
knows.
I'll remember what I was gonna say. Oh, I love this
Sunset
one.
Wilds. The
Love
most
this one.
disappointing track.
Why is it disappointing?
So in the GBA game, which 8 people total have played, the sun actually sets throughout the laps. So on this, I think it's just the 3rd lap. So on the 3rd lap, it's like the sun has actually set and the thing goes like a dark blue instead of an orange.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And in this game, they just don't do that, and they still call it Sunset Wilds, even though the sun doesn't set.
Well, it's during sunset, right?
I guess.
CJ's
Sunset
favorite
doesn't
tracks
last that long.
are all the flat ovals. So
Pretty
it
true.
makes sense that he likes this one.
Yeah.
I like the SNES tracks. What can I say? Remember Spicy Aid? When I would pick Donut Plains every time and win? Except the one time I needed to win to be in, and then I lost.
Tactical.
Remember when I had an opportunity to make it out of round 1 pools, and then Quo shot me out of spite?
Well, was it out of spite, or was it for no reason?
It was, that's the same.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. It was, I think,
Well, if I'm spiteful to you for you towards something, towards
I
you
don't
for
know.
something,
It's hard to say, but it was you benefited from it in no way, and it meant that I missed qualification by a point.
damn. But it meant someone else got in, and you know what? That person probably didn't get far either.
No.
Do you remember when I think Kit got knocked out really early, but then was the bracket demon in losers? And just
That
was
me,
crushing
too.
everybody.
I went in what was it, like in my first round of losers, I won 5 out of the 6 tracks.
You sure did.
Yeah.
You were powering up. You were getting a lot better as the day went on.
It's because I go in fits and spurts of playing this game of like not playing it for years at a time and then remembering how it works.
Well, thankfully, it's been out long enough for you to do that.
Exactly. It's been 10 years that I can just kind of hop in and out.
All
It's
right.
been-
All right, good.
Oh, I was just, Erica's gonna say it's been.
Yeah, it's been. Erica, you're not a jukebox. Do you have anything to read, Dayman?
I do.
Surprise, surprise.
I know, no way, right? I have $25 here from CJ's sister and Chris that says we might have been late, but we still care about saving the children. Thank you so much.
Thanks. All
We're
right.
right on time.
How are we doing on that incentive? I took my glasses off and it was an immediate mistake. How are we doing on the incentive?
We have $200 remaining.
All right. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off $150 from the piggy bank.
Okay,
So
want to make that happen?
why don't you take $150 off the end, and we'll just say $50 more. We got like 30-ish minutes left, I think. I don't have the timer up, but
About 30 minutes, yeah, a little less.
all right. We got 30 minutes to get $50. Let's do it. Scoot your boots. Hang on, I'll play the whistle. Where's the whistle? My desk is a mess. Around the... Oh my god, do you guys know that the lead singer for Bowling for Soup got really fat?
I did not.
I got an ad for it the other day, because I always knew that they had
You
that
got an ad for
Bowling for Soup.
Bowling for Soup. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Patrick.
This track is a classic.
Patrick, if you would like a Pokemon card, it's $5. Patrick, woman. Woman! 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 That's my animal. Beat drums. Rah, rah. No, beat drums. Beat drums. Beat drum. Ah, ah, ah.
Alright, idea
Okay, go ahead.
for the Chaos mode. If you are willing, I could set it up and we could do it online.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Excellent.
All right, you heard him. We have a new... It's entered the frame. Quo will join in on the chaos. Toby. Are we reviving the Muppets? I'll do Muppet. I'll do anything for charity, people. Anything for charity. I gotta put my glasses back.
I actually think if I open the room now, it's gonna time out, but
Yeah, I will.
I will set it up if we get the money.
Yes. This is my Pokeball that JR made. It's really cool. He made it out of wood.
Damn,
Are you luminol?
I am.
What does that mean?
It is a chemical that glows.
Okay. Are you glowing?
Not currently.
Okay.
I mean, sort of. Like, I mean, like, not, physically glowing, but I myself
Are you happy
am
to be
sort
here?
of, Absolutely.
Oh,
It's been a good time so far. It's been a good hour and a half, and I hope for another good half.
Yeah. Absolutely. I gotta eat something after this. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I bought some groceries today. Right before we went live, I told the story in setup. I don't know if I told the story during the show, but I had the misfortune of accidentally eating a blue cupcake. And my face, my fingers, and my teeth were stained blue. And it did not occur to me that that was going to happen. I had to brush my teeth and use mouthwash to get the blue dye off. It was a whole thing. It looked like something I won't say on the air.
It looked like he picked blueberries straight from the field and stuffed his face.
Alright, you've ruined me. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't know, I'm reading what Patrick's saying.
Oh, okay. Good, I thought you were talking to me. No, blue as in, like, blue dye. I believe it was a 4th of July cupcake or something like that, I don't know.
Moldy?
Probably not. I really hope it wasn't a 4th of July cupcake on the last day of August.
Then it would definitely be moldy.
It was Labor Day.
That's the one, yeah,
Yeah.
which is an American holiday for some reason. Even though we celebrate it too.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Did I tell you guys about my thing on Friday at work?
Don't think so.
I sent an email and I was like, hey, I'm writing this procedure, standard operating procedure called SOP, right?
Salt.
Yep, SOP. And I had to, so I was given a document and it was great. And it's like, on these days, we email clients, like holidays. So I was like, okay, but it just said on major holidays. I'm working on mine, and I was like, cool. What are those days? And they're like, great question. I'll look into that for you. But then he was in a meeting all day. And then I messaged someone else on the team, and she was like, great question. I'm going to go get that for you. Then she got locked out of her account. Then she went on vacation. I was like, this is less than ideal. So the next day, it was Friday, I emailed, I was like, hey, can you tell me a list of major holidays? And he replied back with a list of every holiday that every country celebrates in the world. And I said, great. I will add this to my calendar. Thank you. And he reacted with a middle finger emoji.
Can I get Malaysia's Independence Day off?
I said, I don't know what good knowing what holidays they celebrate in Aruba, but can you tell me the list of holidays that we email clients? And he's like, yes. So he sends me a much shorter list, like 30 days. But it was like Mardi Gras and like a bunch of weird stuff, and Washington's birthday. And I was like, yes.
You celebrate that?
So I was like, we message people about these? And he's like, oh no. And I was like, okay. He goes, this is the list of holidays that in the US, Google will say on a business listing that this business might have adjusted hours for this holiday. And I said, great. Can I have the list of holidays for the days that we message clients asking if they have special hours? And he's like, yes. And he sent me a list that had 5 days on it. I was like, thank you.
Jeez.
He was messing with me a little bit, but I also was not. I was also steadfast in my belief that that he was being dead serious, at least initially. He had that Google. It was a Google support document. It wasn't like he sent me like a blog spot article, you know. All right, this is Italian tour track.
Yeah, this is Rome Aventure or something. I went to Rome recently.
You did actually tell me that. Yeah, how was it?
It was very cool. My dad got pickpocketed, which was not cool.
Oh.
But the rest of it was pretty cool.
Classic Europe.
Does your
Yeah.
dad keep his wallet in the front pocket or the back pocket?
Worse, the side pocket that's supposed to Velcro, and he presumably did not Velcro it after my mom had been on his case for 2 days.
I'll tell you what, always put your wallet in your front pocket.
Oh, I had a fanny pack, and that was tucked under my shirt.
Excuse me?
A fanny pack?
You went to Europe and wore a fanny pack?
No, it was tucked under my shirt. Like, it was touching my skin,
Yes.
and then my shirt was on top of that,
Yes.
so that my wallet wouldn't get stolen.
Keep them in your front pocket. You're not going to notice if someone grabs your schmeckle.
They are really good. Like, they are professionals.
Literally, that's their job. Yeah.
Like, what they do is never improvised. They have rehearsed this to have you not seen Oliver Twist? It's like that, but better.
Yeah, again,
they're
100%
not-
lifetime. No one's ever gotten in my pocket
How
without me
many
knowing.
times have you been to Rome?
Yeah, you don't go to like pickpocket places.
I go to New York City.
Yeah, but you're not getting pickpocketed. If someone wants your wallet, they're just gonna pull up on you with a knife.
You're going to know you've been robbed.
Yeah, all those
they're-
people in Times Square just whip out a knife. Give me your wallet.
Yeah, Times Square is not where you hit people up as much, though. I mean, the point is, it's New York robbery is a little less subtle.
Put it in your underwear. Yeah. I'm not saying y'all doing it wrong, but you ain't doing it right.
You just like
I don't
saran
know.
wrap
Cool,
all
how
your.
many, cool, how many times have you been pickpocketed with that strategy?
You go
Just eat your wallet. Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
classic and just go saran wrap all of your money to your chest like you're wearing a wire.
Hey, listen, just put it in the bra. Women, ladies out there, just put it in your bra. Men, put it in your shoe. If someone takes your shoe off, you're a fucking idiot.
You deserve it.
If
The only
you,
problem with that is then you have to pay for like stuff with very wet cash, and hot wet cash is never not gross.
Yeah, but in Euro, it's like the plasticky money.
It's
isn't
still
that
hot,
Canada
wet
money
cash.
plasticky too?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much the only country that still uses paper is the States.
Yeah.
Fair,
Probably not true.
It is 80% written, 20% cotton. It's not
Yeah,
actually
but-
paper.
It still crumples if you get it wet.
Yeah, well, America, fuck yeah. All about the Benjamins, baby.
It's all about the Benjamins.
I want to fill my tub with pennies one day and just dive in it like Scrooge McDuck.
I think you'll be
That was
disappointed with how far through the penny layer you'll get.
That too.
I'm fairly certain it's just going to be thud ow. And then that's the
Yeah,
end.
water almost just came out of my nose. Thawed out. Man. What if I had people dump pennies on top of me?
That would also hurt.
Less than diving into what is effectively a solid floor, but
Yes, made of metal.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It would hurt less.
Yeah, don't put your money in your underwear, If you're
Put it in
not.
someone else's on. Never mind.
Stop it.
Not that kind of show.
That's really funny. You can pick your nose. You can pick your friend's nose. You can't pick your family.
What?
Reverse pickpocketing. Yeah, you just put $100 in someone's underwear. They're really confused. What? Where did this come from?
Just put counterfeit money in someone else's
Yeah,
pockets.
Damn.
I think it was my.
Thrown in prison.
I think it was my sister, Brittany. She told me one time she was in a situation where she needed cash and she didn't have any. She was on the phone with her boyfriend, and he was like, "Open your phone case," and he had tucked like $100 bill inside of her phone case. And she's like, "What? When did you do this?" He's like, "It's been there. In case you ever needed money." She's just been walking around
There you
with
go.
a $100 bill in her phone.
See, I have that, but instead it's one of the paper nameplates that says Justin Trudeau on it.
Okay.
they have paper nameplates because people keep stealing them.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you steal it?
No, it was given to me.
Oh, so someone
Presumably by someone who did not steal it, is what I tell myself, but I don't think that's true.
That's in your phone?
None of your
Yeah.
business. Yeah.
It's in my work phone.
There you go. If you're ever in a jam, you just pull that out. The big guy
I
said
know
it's
that.
okay. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff in my wallet, but you know what I always carry in my wallet everywhere I go? Where is it? I can't get it out.
Big red.
Not Big Red.
We have stickers of Trudeau with a caption that said, "I did this." I don't think so.
My
I don't-
son.
No, I don't. I haven't seen those.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Oh yes, yeah.
Uh,
That picture's
why.
a lot of places.
I don't know why I let you have that photo.
In Lemon's house.
You gave it to me willingly.
I know. Oh, I know. I'm aware.
I've gotten a lot of mileage out of that joke.
I know.
I'm gonna go to GDQ. You're gonna be with me. I'm gonna give people that photo. This is my son. They're gonna be like, that guy over there? Yeah.
He's only 8 years younger.
Yeah.
He's only 2 years older than you actually. Probably 3 years older than me? I don't know. That picture was taken when I was 31 in that photo.
I'm 30.
So-
You're older than me in the photo.
Yes. So there you go.
There's some ethical questions in there, but that's all right.
How do you have a son that's only 4 years younger than you? It's a felony, but it's the truth. He's my adopted son. We just don't use
Yeah,
those.
family doesn't necessarily have to be by blood.
Yeah, blended. We're a blended family.
Yeah,
You thought Damien was younger than that? No, he's like 34.
33.
he's a doctor.
Close
32.
enough.
Yeah.
33.
Maybe
33.
31.
Let's flip it.
30 on a good day.
Seems like it.
Could be 29.
Well, he takes care of himself.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
He also go running.
It's true.
Running is good exercise. Now, we were talking about this last week, the half marathon. I know that Tommy is doing the half marathon. He sent me his race placard thingy that he got in the mail. I feel like I could run a half marathon.
Like non-stop or like
Like in a half marathon setting.
is there a time limit?
Yeah, like,
Yeah. Yeah. There's a time limit at the event. I wouldn't die.
Well, that's good.
yeah, not dying is ideal.
I would quit
Yeah.
before I die.
True.
That's okay, good. You are generally hard-headed, so that's nice to hear.
Yeah. I'm not gonna die running. That sounds
you
dumb.
might
Running
might
to
quit
where?
on accident by passing out.
When I might quit
True.
by accident.
True. You would be disqualified for that.
But could I run a full marathon? Yeah, why not? It's just 2 half marathons. We
Yeah,
have
that's
3
a lot of
tracks
kilometers.
left. We have 4 tracks left, ladies and gentlemen. And how much were we away?
We were $55 away. We did just get a $50 donation.
Dang.
From Mama CJ?
It says from the Kessler family.
Oh,
It says, great to see you. So many people helping this great cause.
thank you. We were just talking blended family. That is my stepdad's family.
There
That
you
is
go.
my family. That is why we don't have the same last name. No steps, no halves in my house, baby.
I think I can drive a half marathon.
So,
I think I could drive. There you go.
so officially, that target did close 4 minutes ago because it's set to every half hour and all that. But it's your event, so you can decide what the hell you want to do.
You want to reopen it for that last 5?
I think that we can do that. Let's do it.
Yep.
5 more hours, people.
5 more
gonna
dollars.
be-
We can do it.
All right.
Rock only. Yeah, exactly. I live in a raised ranch. I don't, but you get the joke. CJ, you should read The Long Walk by Stephen King, then get back to me. I don't like spooky stuff.
Does he walk a half marathon?
It's a book about him walking a marathon.
Sounds thrilling.
26 miles? I mean, seriously. That's not...
26.6.
Alright.
27 then.
You got a few minutes left. If we can get $5 more, we get Baby Park Bonanza.
Yes.
And you get a Pokemon card. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And you get a Pokemon card. That is true.
That's very true. That's very true. Wait, you can't read scary stuff either? I'm not a fan.
How can you get scared by a book, though?
What does that mean?
The books in Super Mario 64 try to eat you.
That's true. I think you're more afraid of the teeth than the, like, text, though.
Well, hey, listen.
That's true.
If you're asking me how books can scare people, why are there so many books getting banned?
Ooh.
I'm not afraid of no books.
Ain't afraid of no book. You can get a food-based Pokemon for $5? Wow. That's true. I'll send you Vanillux or Garbodor.
What? One of those is not food-based. There are
Mom,
other
yeah.
food-based
I was
Pokemon.
gonna say,
Slurpuff?
for most people, yeah, I would say that,
Alchemy?
that's not...
Muck is the tastiest
Misty?
Pokemon. The forbidden flavor.
Huh.
Okay, we've got $5 from the shoe that says Baby Park, Baby Park. So that is Baby Park Bonanza, or as you called it, Baby Park Madness. I don't know why, but
It was
that
laying right in
is-
front of me. Thank you
I
so
know.
much, everybody. We did it. Woo!
We did it! Woo!
Yeah, that was $350 we raised for that.
Was.
Plus $150 from other stuff. So, thank you. And that sets us up great for hitting the $49,000 point today, which we are we're $109 away from hitting. That's insane. Woovens. Yeah, we should probably add Woovens if we're gonna have Encourage. I don't make the rules. Yeah, I do. But fuck that. Yeah, someone add Woovens.
Fido, that's another good food-based Pokemon.
Oh, Fido's a good one.
What's your favorite food-based Pokemon, CJ?
Muck.
What's your second favorite food-based Pokemon?
Cacturn? What's the little one? Cacnea?
What? The cactus?
Yeah, you can eat cactus.
Do you eat cactus, though?
No.
Okay.
What are my options? The dog. Fido.
Fido. Good choice.
Good choice.
The donut Pokemon. Yeah. Sam, no.
Sam, you don't have to cook things for it to be food.
That's true.
But
Quite
just because you
famously-
cook something doesn't mean it's food.
That's also true.
Qatar, SpongeGar. That was like a whole episode of SpongeBob where they go back in time, look at prehistoric SpongeBob, and they just make everything is food, but Patrick doesn't really get it, so like he cooks he puts a stick on another stick. That was not a shortcut. He puts the stick on another stick, tries to eat that. He tries to cook a rock, tries to cook his hand.
It's an egg. Like I listen.
Yeah, it is an egg. It's true.
Execute is seeds, it's eggs. Alright, 2 tracks left.
Tree eggs.
2 tracks left. Gooba goo. 2 tracks left.
Applin
Applin.
and
Yeah.
the Diplin, because that's just a dipped apple.
Try explaining to someone that Applin is a dragon, but Gyarados isn't.
Yeah.
Gyarados is a fish.
Or Goomy.
See?
Yeah. Yeah, Goomy.
Goomy's adorable. Goomy's in the short list for cutest Pokemon.
Goomy's also a dragon.
I know. It's great.
Is Goomy the cutest dragon?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Not Dirgology.
As is the case with my runs, we have stopped talking about the run, but that's okay. Because,
Oh, we stopped talking like 10 minutes in the run.
yeah.
You brought it back a few times.
We brought it back.
This run has never been about Mario Kart. It's been about Pokemon. That's the whole point, right?
The Pokemon.
It is a Pokemon block.
Yeah.
He is the Pokemon block.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's playing as a Pokemon.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, Yoshi's the best horse.
Yeah, and horses are Pokemon.
Yeah, and horses lay eggs.
Yeah. Just like Yoshi.
Just like Yoshi, yep.
Well, Yoshi's egg laying is connected to his digestive system, so I don't really know what's going on there.
But Yoshi still hatched from eggs.
They do, but that raises more questions than provides answers.
Correct.
So you
There are
get
many things we don't know about Yoshi,
So,
but
like-
we do know he's a horse.
so Yoshi like eats an enemy, right?
Yeah.
He turns that enemy into an egg.
Correct.
That egg turns into a Yoshi.
Yeah.
So Yoshi poops Yoshis.
Yeah.
Well, then there you have it.
Seemingly.
Pucky Mucky's hand is its gut.
That's true.
Muku.
What did I say?
Mucky Mucky.
Yeah, that's what it's called. SDAT! What's up, Amma? Amma, if you want a Pokemon card for my personal collection, you have like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. We are on the last track. We Rainbow Road. I believe this is the only track with an effect if you fall off the side, so I'm so sure
I do.
CJ's gonna
Yeah,
throw for content at some point.
I will throw for content if anyone wants
At
to get
some unspecified point.
Yes, I will show that off. What's time looking like?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
We just passed 2 hours.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think my estimate was like 2 hours, and then I added 10 minutes for Baby Park, but we started early, so we're fine.
Yeah, we're doing great.
What are we getting? Double Dash Rainbow Road? Yeah, that was my favorite.
Pretty good.
It's because Double Dash is best.
Link to me, y'all. All right, somebody get Amma the link. We can do it. Amma, you can do it. I'm gonna sign the cards, but not the actual card, the sleeve, because
You can't deface art.
I can't do it. They aren't releasing another Mario Kart. No.
Switch 2, 2025.
I know that it's not going to be called the Switch 2, but we do that with every console. Where
Absolutely.
We just call it the Switch 2. The X.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
The NX.
Oh my God. Do you remember the Xbox 360 for years? Whenever they would talk about the next Xbox, they called it the Xbox 720.
Yes.
And instead, it came out. It was the Xbox One,
Oh,
which was
yeah.
way worse.
It's so much worse. And sorry, I remember all the ones. You remember the Wii's original name was Revolution.
Revolution, yes.
Yeah. And the GameCube's code name was Dolphin.
Yeah, but that was never like a branded thing. Like Revolution and NX were both like in public space.
All right, time is gonna be at the end of this lap. So if you want that Pokemon card, give yourself time to get the credit card out of your wallet. You have like a minute, and I'm gonna die for content. Woo! Please don't port Mario
Oh, that
Kart
was a
8
long lag too.
That was a long one, yeah.
They should port Mario Kart Tour to the new Switch. So that people actually play
no.
it.
No, please,
no.
please no. What was the one that you were supposed to play with the RC cars in the cardboard?
Oh, oh my god, what is it? Oh,
What
it's on
was-
my tongue.
Labo?
Isn't it just Mario Kart Live? Or,
Oh,
no,
Mario
that's
Kart
not right.
Home?
Home? Maybe.
No, what was it?
It had a dumb name.
Home Circuit?
Yeah, no, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit.
All right.
We're both right.
All right, and time. I
Boom.
stalled as much as I could. Did anybody get in under the wire?
We have $5 from Ama Hubahaba that says SDAT.
Ested! It's over.
You didn't say what card you want. Ama, what card do you want?
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, nice. So, Quo's gonna set up the room. That, my friends, was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, all DLC tracks. You should definitely play this game. I know that we talked a lot of ish about it. It is really fun. There are 96 tracks, which is insane. We are never gonna see that again for another Mario Kart game ever, unless they make a compilation. CJ's not going anywhere because we are gonna go online to do the Baby Park Bonanza.
260 bombs only.
Yeah. Well, Lemmy got last. Not even close. 112 points.
Are we going to intermission?
No.
No.
No. One player. Quagsire is the best Pokemon? Alright, Quagsire it is. I need to write that down, because that is not going to be in a donation. Alright, and friends. And Luminol. He has a much better head-to-head record than I do, unfortunately. Let's see. We can be somebody else on that. Let's be Pauline.
I'm picking a baby character, so
Fine, I'll pick a baby character. Which one are you?
I'm Baby Daisy.
I will do Baby Peach.
Thematic.
Yeah, why not? Baby Park do 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 do. Baby Park do do
to go.
do do do. Yep. All right, restart the timer, CC. Put we're gonna do 12 minutes on that bitch.
I don't think we need that long. How many laps are we doing? That's an egg cup, right?
Hey, 10 minutes
No.
is what people paid for, so I don't remember where it
Oh,
is.
it's 10 minutes. I thought it was just one.
No!
No. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're in it now. Where is it?
Leaf cup.
Going to CC bombs only. Don't pull, in the immortal words of Andre 3000, don't pull that thing out unless you plan to bang.
There you go.
Yeah, anybody here Oh, and now we're on SRC. We're on the front page of SRC now.
Oh, great.
Right at the end. Yeah.
Great timing.
This is the content you pay for, folks. All right, CC, start the timer. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 10 minutes of this. Woo! All right, everything is going to be a bomb. Everything.
Bomber coins.
Bomber coins. Ugh. Oh no, I threw it in front of me. That was the wrong move.
Oh, yeah, no, don't do that. God, just let carpet bomb everyone.
Please don't. Oh my god. You get so much speed, it's just impossible.
Yeah.
I think you're going too fast, by the way. You're gonna get stuck behind me.
Me? Where are you? I'm on the blue section.
Oh, you just lapped me.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
Alright, I'm done.
Yeah, I have a whole lap to go.
Yeah, if you get stuck in the muck, it's not.
Yeah, if you... I was trying to show them last time about the blue shell. If you, 10 minutes of Baby Park? Yes, the people wanted to see it. Hi, Bonk. How are you? Thank you, Gaff, for getting my bombs over Baghdad reference. Do you remember a few years ago when Outkast was at the Super Bowl? I guess it wasn't a few years ago. It was whatever year they did Atlanta. And
I don't remember that.
they said Big Boy. It was the Travis Scott Super Bowl. And they said, oh, Big Boy's going to be there. And everyone's like, what Outkast song is he going to play? And I'm like, what Outkast song is he going to play? The one where there's no Andre. Like, what are you talking about? The one that he's the one that sings on the song. They're like, are we gonna get an Outkast reunion? You ain't get no Outkast reunion at the Super Bowl. They don't pay no money. Ain't nobody reuniting at the Super Bowl.
10 things that didn't happen.
Outkast reunion. If Key and Peele 10 years ago did a spoof that was like, yeah, this ain't ever happening, you know it ain't ever happening. Nothing changed. Oh, and 200cc, you can just go over the grass, which is nice.
Can you?
Yeah. You don't get slowed down
Whoa.
nearly as much. Yeah. I should not have told you that. Yep. You can just drift.
Oh, I got hit. All right, it's over. Oh, I'm in second place. Are you in first?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't worry, you're gonna catch up on through. Yeah, the CPUs in front of me are throwing them in front of themselves.
Oh, well.
All right, I win one. Barking R. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for eels. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am several fish and not a guy. Do you like Outcast Day, man?
They're all right. I'll be honest, it's not a musical group I think about very often.
That's
Damn.
Because it
Fair.
is 2024. But
They're putting out they put out the heat though.
But
Stankonia?
they've got hits, and I can't lie.
There you go. I asked that at my company's retreat. I was like, "What's your favorite Outcast song?" And the director of operations turned to me and said, "Let's not." And I was like, "Oh, did I mess up?" And he's like, "No, because I just don't want to get into another argument about people that don't listen to Outkast." And I was like, "Okay."
how many arguments of these happen?
I guess it's come up, man. I guess it's come up.
Once or twice. Always at the retreats.
Only at the retreats, you know. Okay, that hurt.
Nice. I was gonna ask if that hit you. I'm glad it did.
It really did. Yeah. I also, the only other item I'm seeing in the hopper is the 8. Is it possible to get an 8?
Oh, we could do that. We'll do that on the next set of 4, because I don't think we can stop now, and
Yeah, that's fine.
that would be funny. Because the 8 only pulls from items in the pool.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yes.
How was the hack pack that you played the other day?
Oh, it's really cool. So if you guys didn't know, there is the CTGP, the Custom Tracks Grand Prix, which is a big thing for Mario Kart Wii, but recently they made one for DX, which I played through the other day. It was pretty alright. A couple of the tracks were a bit rough around the edges, but some of them were like super legit.
Was it worth hacking your Switch?
Probably not just for that, but also it works on emulator.
Oh, you played it on emulator?
Yeah, I dumped the game myself, which honestly, the way the Switch does it is really cool. Like, you can dump it straight from the Switch to the computer.
Oh.
Yeah, you plug it in, you download a few things. It's really cool.
Nice.
So yeah, I did not pirate the game, just going on the record.
On the
But
record.
yeah, it was cool. I would recommend checking it out.
Nice.
Maybe you'll see it at a future SDAT,
Ooh, that's a teaser, along with ODST.
along with ODS.
HOTTOGO. Tomorrow's September, man.
Yeah.
That's...
Tomorrow is also the mystery game.
Oh, that's right. I gotta wake up early for that.
What? It's at 2:30.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
think.
I'm hosting before that.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm excited. I hope that it's not a shit game. I hope that it's a good game that you've picked for us.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't pick a garbage game. I would pick something worth showing off.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. Every time that you've done a secret game,
Which has been once.
Yeah, well, both times now. I have used footage from the E.T. game for the Atari.
Yes.
And I'm like, one day he's actually going to mess around and learn that.
Also, you were not hosting before that. That is your first
Oh.
game of the day. I'm hosting before that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Uh-oh.
And
Snipe.
am I
okay.
hosting after that?
Yes.
Hey, I got first. All right, we're tied, 2-2. All right.
That's true.
All right, you set up the room again, and I will post the poll for the Eevee name. All right, people, give me some names for Eevee.
Fluffy.
Fluffy. Okay, Damon, you want to put a name in here?
Francis.
Francis. Kitty. Two more. Evie. Evie. Okay, one more. Quagsire. All right, done.
We can turn off coins. This is going to be amazing.
All right. I will allow additional votes with 1,000 channel points. Milkshake would have been a really good one, but here we are. Pick between Fluffy, Francis, Kitty, and Quagsire. I hope that there is enough characters for that.
Yeah, it probably is.
I think it's 16.
It's at least 10.
It is not X or Y. That's not what we're going to do.
All right, this is going to be way
Someone
worse,
is
by the way.
spamming points for Eevee, and I just want to say that I don't appreciate you.
We will know who it is at the end, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it tells you who put the most points in.
All right, we're gonna. It's potato.
All right, let's do this. Great start.
All right, hit the wall, lost all momentum.
No, I got bombed.
Yeah, if you're in the scrum, this is Crab Bucket the game.
Oh! You know, this was not as bad as I originally thought. Oh, I got bombed again, though.
Yeah, well, you know. Everything
I'm
in
glad
its
it's
proper
playable.
place. Yeah.
It probably needs to run at a static frame rate, though, so there might be a limit on how many bombs it wants to give people.
Hey, listen, with the new fiber, I haven't dropped any frames. We're good.
Well, there you go. No, I mean, like, the game would lag.
Yeah. Hey, all right. So now it's 3-2. I have the lead.
There you go.
I think that Eevee has won. It is winning 50-10. Give an original red that has a Charmander named Kulata. That's pretty cool. Of course, you named them after Arcana. I used to never nickname them because in the old games I couldn't remember what they were.
That's fair.
And so I would be like, what is this? Bill? Who's Bill?
Especially because they didn't have unique sprites from the Pokemon menu.
Yeah.
And so it would just be like, well, that one's a bird.
That one sure can serve.
Yeah, it's like, alright, well.
Oh, I'm cooked. It's not looking good, guys.
It's Joker.
Oh no, I'm super cooked.
Ow! Wow, that really hurt.
No!
When I started nicknaming them, I just name them whatever the first thing that comes to my mind is because it's like I want to have that connection, but then I'm worried I'm going to spend too much time thinking of names. So I don't put any thought into it. Whatever the first thing that comes to mind is, it's like, what does this thing look like? Oil snake. All right, you're oil snake. Cool. Or I'm listening to Creed. It's like, okay, you're 6 feet. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the end, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet.
Well, we're at 12. I think this is the last one.
All right, it's the last one.
All right, winner take all.
What? No.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm still in this.
I only name my Pokemon when I'm doing challenge runs. That makes sense. If you name them, you get too attached.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Alright, I think it's over.
Is it? Did you get bombed?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, we're still in this.
Ow! Wow! I got insta-bombed. So, yeah,
Oh.
I think you won. Yeah, you've got like half a lap on me.
Oh, I got bombed.
Oh! Oh, I was so close. That was so
A little
close.
better at the end.
Yeah, it was. I just barely came around the edge to see you win. Well, that was fun. Stop the timer.
Oh, in a twisted turn of events, it was Cece who contributed 48,000 channel points.
Oh, all right. Really?
That's what it says.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for this. This was awesome. This was a lot of fun. Yeah. And I've been CJ. Thank you all for supporting the Mario Party Superstars run and this one. And please get out there. Keep donating. We have a lot of great stuff for you tonight. We have the Pokemon block. This was the start of it. We have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. We have Pokemon Sapphire. We have Pokemon Snap. And we have Shaq Fu, the best Pokemon game. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun the rest of the night. I think I'm coming back soon to host somehow. So, yeah. Damon, you have anything else?
Nope, that's all for now. Stay tuned. We've got Headstrong coming up with Let's Go Eevee very, very soon. Keep those donations coming in. We'll be back with more fun here at Speed Doxathon 2024.